Goal against the wind, through for a behind.
Better movement by Wanderers. They just didn't rush it then and tried to spot the targets up and managed to move the ball forward across the ground. And Shannon Motlop, if they can get it into his hands enough today, they'll be pretty damaging.
Scoreline reads 1-2-8 to 1 behind. As Kroger has the ball on the half-back flank in front of Brenton Motlop. Kroger, stab pass into the middle of the ground, trying to spot up the umpire, it looked like there, as Grant trying to work his way into this one. Mitchell Sandery's there as well, and he's been tackled. And the ball will be thrown up roughly 60 metres out from the Wanderers' goal.
Jamie Scrimgeour just coming off the ground, and he's trying to influence himself physically on the ground so far, and a great little bump there before.
It's good to see as Mosquito's kick is smothered. Bergman using his body well, taking on Prendergast. Off to Mosquito, using his pace. Just doing some little chip kick work there by the Waratahs at the moment as Smart has the ball. And a good strong mark taken there by the number 20 in Connolly. He moves it along the wing. Hits up a target. Dropping what he should have taken there was Scotty Ward. But the ball still going forward at the moment. This time the number 28 and Sam Nicholas. A high bomb and a big beautiful mark taken there by Mitchell Taylor. You can see why the Richmond Tigers were interested in him as they move it. Brenton Batting's there as well, trying to link up. Wanderers in the middle of the ground. Plenty of time. Use up the lead-up space. Mosquito goes early. And it's heading towards the boundary line. The play going up for that one there on that outer side. Looks like it was Bates.
It's a game of chess at the moment. Waratahs aren't really pushing the forward too quickly. They're wanting to spot targets up and really make sure their delivery into the forward line is accurate. So, yeah, it's really a game of chess.
And as another big body player, Lincoln Withers, comes onto the ground for the Waratahs. Look for him to be hit up with this next kit as he comes towards it. Withers battling it out, using his body beautifully there against the number 25 and Braco. And the Waratahs, as the teams are starting to settle down at the moment. Cruz is there, taps it under, does the tunnel ball that time as players dive on the ball, trying to get it out. Quickly tackled there, beautiful work there by Cabillo to wrap things up. Also there to help him out is Seaton. And the umpire comes in and will throw it up just inside the forward 50, attacking for the Waratahs as Fev in the goal square.
Yeah, and Daniel Motlop looks like he's been pushed up onto the ball now, so trying to get himself in the game.
As a free kick has been paid, Motlop coming through for the double fist. And it looks like it's going the way of Mitchell Taylor.
Perhaps some holding there, I think, in the contest.
So Taylor switches play over to Batting. And a good lace-out kick finds the number 24 out there in Priest, the big fella. Chips it over the top, and they're doing it deliberately at the moment, the Wanderers, through Braco. So Braco over to Aaron Motlop. Not playing with the NT Thunder next season, so he's free to play completely with the Wanderers all year. Of course, won best on ground in the grand final last season. Chips it over, still in the defensive half for the Wanderers. And a free kick given away by the big fella as play goes on down near the scoreboard. And they're moving it quickly now, the Wanderers, and this is their chance to really have an attack on it. Shannon Motlop heading for the forward pocket boundary, and the ball will be thrown in. What do you think about that free kick? Just a lazy one there, Kev?
Yeah, I think he was just trying to insert himself on the game. Nothing in it too much, but definitely a free kick, and maybe he's starting to get a touch frustrated. Hasn't had a possession yet for Vola.
So Unipingu and Konitsa as the umpire throws the ball over everyone's head. Players converge on the ball at the moment. Unipingu's there again, tapping it forward. Bergman picks it up. Hand passes over. Looking for a leader, high up and under kick. Ward there. So's Cruz. Who will win this one? Cruz gets his hand on it, maybe in the back. Players converge on Ward. It's a hot potato in there and the ball will be thrown up. Interesting one there.
Good movement by Waratahs again. They seem to be controlling the game from centre of the ground through the back line, but interestingly enough, they're probably being let down in the forward line so far, eh?
It's quite strange, isn't it, as Fev's in the goal square patrolling business, but Mitchell Taylor is just patrolling the half back line, I should say, for the Wanderers. He dives on the ball yet again, slipping and sliding all over the place. A little bit humid conditions here today as the Waratahs through Colpert just chips it over and looks for Fev, but cutting him off was the likes of Sam Nicholas, and he'll line up on a tightish angle and kick from 15 metres out.
Yeah, great mark. One of those power forwards again. I think that's Cooper this time who came in, and Favola saw him coming. Cooper obviously called him out and went up and took a really strong overhead mark. So they want to convert this Waratahs because so far they've probably had most of the play without really without getting any scoreboard pressure. So
Stuart Cooper with the banana and puts it through the high diddle, and they go to 2-2, 14 to one straight behind. Waratahs lead here at Gardens Oval.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting start so far, Edo. I've been impressed with Waratahs' use, as I said, across the back line and through the middle, and they just seem to be in top through there. But the likes of Mitchell Taylor across the half back line for Wanderers seem to be controlling it a little bit, and when they get the possession across there, they're not rushing it. They seem to be spotting targets up and trying to run the ball out. So it seems to be working for them so far, but Waratahs do have the edge in the early part of the game.
Have they got the targets up forward at the moment? Obviously, they're using Daniel Motlop through the midfield and on the half-back line. He's starting in a square at the moment. Do they have the targets up forward to really threaten?
Yeah, I think they do. I think this game will be played in quarters to a degree. The wind seems to be picking up a little bit, and I think if they can keep Waratahs to the 2 or 3 goals at quarter time, they'll be reasonably happy with that, because if they can get it in quick to Daniel Motlop and Shannon Motlop on these sites, they'll be pretty damaging in the next quarter.
A little bit of chat there from Daniel Motlop and also Team Bergman. A little bit of whispers, maybe. You've heard footsteps. They're having a bit of fun out there, and it's good to see the best of the best battling it out at the moment as the ball is thrown in yet again. Trying to get a hand on it that time was the Wanderers player. Free kick being paid to the Tars. And we'll go to the number 10 in Gavin Connolly as he kicks it into space. Big Fev trying to chase down. He might get him. Crowd goes wild on that one, putting plenty of pressure on the ball. It's good to hear the voice at the moment of the crowd as the players are just milling over the ball at the moment. It is a hot potato as a quick handball out. Bates is there along with Withers. A long booming bomb, and that's what you expect today with all these high forwards. Free kick maybe, because the Wanderers player definitely went early. And it's kicked on the outer side. It looks like McEwen has the ball. He's a little lace kick in.
Yeah, Wanderers player down there. I think it's Cruz, hasn't moved yet. An exciting 30 seconds of play there. Firstly, the Favola tackle, and great work rate by Favola, ready to chase that down and force a turnover. And then a couple of times there, the ball went up in the air and some flying by Cruz, one of them, who came down awkwardly and injured himself, which has forced the stoppage play here. But Waratahs has it through Jack McEwen. Has got a long kick, Jack McEwen. So
we saw him actually round one, where he kicked this beautiful goal from inside the centre square. And he lines it up again and just threw for a behind. So it's 2-3-15 to one straight behind. Waratahs leading the Wanderers with roughly 7.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. So Daniel Motlop with the ball. Little chip kick in. Finds the target. Back to Daniel. Does the goose step, which is interesting. Loses control of the ball as they wrap it up. James Ray's there as well. Culprit. Ray swooping on the ball, tackled. Can he get rid of it? Does so. Culprit's there again for the Waratahs. Plenty of pressure on it. Good work there by the defence in Brenton batting. And it will be thrown up.
There's Wanderers again trying to run the ball, this time through Daniel Motlop. Maybe just try to overuse it a little bit there. The goose step, as you called it. An interesting one when you're in the defence, but so another ball up here.
So good work there by Warramabar to try and get it clear. Putting a head over the ball that time was the number 19 in John Purdy. Moves it along the wing. Good work there by Shannon Motlop to keep it in to the advantage of Prendergast. Could take a bounce. He kicks it long. As we mentioned, that wind is causing a little bit of havoc down there. But beautiful pick up by Aaron Motlop. Puts it on his boot and it's through for a goal, and that's their first one for today.
No, only a point there, Edo. He missed it, which is a pretty bad miss by Aaron, considering how close he was. So let off there for the Waratahs.
Just looks so clean.
Yeah, I think he'd be pretty disappointed with that one. Great movement by Wanderers, and if they can get in there quickly, they can be threatening.
So Bates the smart on the outer wing. Trying to set things up into the middle of the ground. This time they find Withers. Lovely long kick. Looking for Bergman. Maybe getting a cheeky goal out of this one, the halfback flanker. Fev leading out to the wing. Just a nice little lace-up kick for Fev, and it will be as easy as you like for the big full forward.
Great disposal by Lincoln Withers back in the middle of the ground to go that long 60-metre pass to Bergman. It was a risky kick, but he absolutely nailed. And I think Bergman there really just wanted to get Favola in the game, because I think he probably could have and probably should have gone back and had a shot. So probably a good call to get him Favola in the game, and a nice little pass. And let's see what Fev can do with it.
Hopefully he can kick it. And he does so. The goal umpire doesn't have to move. Brendan Favola has his first goal in NTFL football for the Waratahs Football Club. And they move along to 3-3-19 to the Wanderers 2 behinds. And, geez, point-to-point kicking there by the Waratahs. And I reckon Aaron Motlop's ruining that missed opportunity.
Yeah, that's a 12-point turnaround when you think about it, Edo. And just to be able to get Favola in the game as well, you probably wanted to hold him as long as you could to get him a little bit frustrated. But I'm sure there's a bit of a, I guess he's probably let a lot of pressure off there by kicking that goal for him.
Pitcher Bo Runnels is excited to being at Favola's feet at the moment as the ball's back in the middle. Working on the ascendancy this time is Bates, we hope. Bates trying to get through, diving on the pack as the Waratahs try to get it out, this time through the likes of Jack McEwen. He's under there somewhere as they dive on it, stacks on the mill, and it will be thrown up yet again. So a healthy crowd built up. I was saying an expectation of 5,000. Don't know about that. They'll go close to it today here at Gardens. As Grant handballs out, looking for the number 1 in Joel Cabillo. Under pressure again. Trying to work hard on his Paul Grant. Little chip kick, up and under in some ways. And the Waratahs, brave under that one. Misses the handball to Mosquito. Prendergast, a worm-burning kick inside the forward 50. Motlop's there, that's Aaron. Shannon's in attendance as well. Good work there by the Waratahs player to shake the tackle. And Mosquito will end up with it on the wing, you would think, as the ball's still in play. James Ray's there as well. He hand passes off to Mosquito, uses his space and skill into the middle of the ground. Linking up again are the Waratahs. They're doing it beautifully, and a good strong tackle and holding the ball. Beautiful work there by the number 9 in Nook Mansell.
Daniel Motlop seems to have injured his shoulder there in that tackle as well.
Well, he does have
Might
a history.
be coming off the ground.
Does have a history of popping off the old shoulder. Scrimjaw. Lovely looking kick. It's high, up and under and through for another behind.
He's staying out there, Motlop. Only one boot on at the moment, but good news that he'll stay out there. Shoulder must be okay.
Ball to be kicked in by the Waratahs. Always good to see people hanging out on the green hill. Mosquito. And a good mark taken there by Connolly. Purdy. Kroger now with the ball. Long kick looking for Fev. Misses his chance to crumb that one. Dave Cruz mops up there for the Wanderers on the half-back line. Heads out in the direction of Priest. Falls to the feet at the wrong stage. Heath Culpert. Good effort there by the number 19 in John Purdy. Getting some air on the outer wing. Out towards the Botanical Gardens where Cole Chisel will be playing tonight. And the ball's in the middle of the ground at the moment with Bates. So Bates for the Wanderers. Long, high and up and under kick. And a ball, and Bergman just dealing with the Wanderers player.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that kick came in from. It's not the right number on the team sheet, but Bates is down here in the yellow fluorescent boots wearing number 8. So
Bates is number 8, we can confirm. So Vassell is wearing the number 6.
And here he is now with a footy.
So they get a quick kick out there for the Wanderers. Oh, good tackle there on Carpeny. It's going to be mopped up yet again there by the Waratahs. There's a high booming kick. Look for Bates and Bergman to battle it out at the moment. They get the ball out this time through the likes of Govers. But it's Shannon Motlop who finds Aaron Motlop outside 50. Laces out kick. Looking for the other Motlop in Brenton Motlop. But it's mopped up there by the 14 in Jake Smart. And he kicks it out to the outer wing, and the Waratahs will start again. So Culpet. No one on Mosquito, which is interesting. Kroger on the half-back flank to James Ray. So Daniel Motlop hassling him. But it's a 2-on-1 situation. You expect the Wanderers to mop this up. Good mark there by Shane Thompson. Pretty flashy and did not have to move, was Brenton batting. So he kicks it out there to Taylor. Taylor in front of Manson. Lines up the likes of Mansell. Out to Bates. And they're just chipping it around, keeping possession both sides at the moment, trying to make the most of their opportunities as Seaton. High up and under kick. Interfered with maybe. And Vassell with the ball. So Vassell about 60 metres out. Lovely kick. No one on Motlop. That's Aaron. And he will take a shot from roughly 20 metres out and hopefully make amends for the one that he missed earlier from a little bit closer in.
A little bit of missed checking there by Waratahs, and particularly considering they should have a loose player out there somewhere, and I think it might be Mosquito, whose Wanderers are playing that loose man in defence, who is basically playing a 2-on-1 against Rivola. So they'd be disappointed with that, I think, Waratahs.
It's interesting to see plenty of red on the goal line down there as well, just in case Aaron's kick doesn't make the distance. We did mention about a 1 to 2 goal breeze affecting the kicks for the Wanderers, I should say. As you see it just swing away rapidly, and it's through for another behind. So they're 4 behinds, but as we said, Wind's playing a havoc down there at the moment.
Yeah, they wouldn't be too disappointed. Still 4 minutes to go in this quarter, and I think they'd be reasonably happy if they can... Well, no, there's not. There's no time left this quarter, but they should be reasonably happy with that, I think. Only a 3-goal lead to Waratahs with a reasonably strong breeze. And
if you look at the scoring shots, what is it? It's 6-4, so it's fairly even at the moment. But the scoreline is saying a different story. It's 3-3-21, the Waratahs leading the Wanderers 4 behinds. We'll be back in a few moments to pick up the second quarter of this round 3 match on AFL in TV.
Where's he from? Oh, right. Yeah.
Warramarba. Okay.
Get a score for...
Yep.
District's got up the win. 17-7. 17-7 to 14-14. So that's a topsy-turvy second half.
So
must be a big breeze out there, maybe.
Yeah, must be down there. Norbert Oval is... There's no trees around there.
Nah, massive oval. So 17-7, 109 to 14-14, 98. So won by 11 points.
To 14...
14.
What was it? 14-14...
98.
Okay, it's fairly close though.
Yeah. District's got up over Tiwi. There was they were, I think, about 6 goals up at half time. Tiwi come back and kicked 7 goals to 1 to hit the front at 3/4 time. And then it was basically a swap round in the last quarter and they won a couple of goals.
So like, if we get enough mics next week, I'm going to try and do a roving mic on the ground at quarter time and half time.
That'd be good.
Even if I can try it today, maybe just go down there at quarter time breaks.
And we've got the Waratahs game next week.
We're doing Waratahs next week. So we're getting some good feedback online.
How many you got online, do you know?
I know we've got 107 subscribers and that's not how many people stream. We don't get that data. I'm going to try and get a hold of it. But
do you know who Waratahs are playing next week?
Thanks.
Thanks.
So yeah,
oh, that'll be
great.
great.
Yeah, it will be.
Okay, we're not going to plug that.
Turn the mics down, they can still hear us.
How you do that?
And we're back at Gardens Oval for the second quarter. We do apologise to the listeners out there who are hearing me getting excited about Waratahs versus Banks next week. Looking forward to that one, top of the table clash in Divi 1, so that should be really good next week. Obviously, the fans out there listening, or the people listening out there, are pretty pumped up about it as well. So we're looking forward to it. Look, the scoreline reads 3-3-21 to the Wanderers, 4 behinds. And look, it's a 1-2 goal breeze favouring the end of the Botanical Gardens at the moment. That is the way that the Wanderers will be kicking this quarter. But how did you see that first one there, Kev?
Yeah, it was like I think I made a comment in the call, a bit of a game of chess. It got played in across the half back line and through the middle, but really I didn't really see any team really taking advantage of it at all. The three tall timbers of Waratahs end up kicking the 3 goals in Waylon Manson, Stuart Cooper and also Big Favola, so they'll be reasonably pleased with that. But I think also Wanderers would also be pretty pleased only keeping the 3 goals with that sort of 1-2 goal breeze as you mentioned. So great atmosphere down here at the moment. Not sure quite how many here, but it'd have to be close to 3,000 I reckon, Edo, and people all around the ground, and be looking forward to this next second quarter.
Levo Konitsa and also Shannon Motlop to do the ruck work for their respective sides. As it's tapped down that time. Working it forward. Geez, they were using it beautiful there in Vassal. Long kick to the forward pocket. Trying to keep it in there was the Wanderers player. Going hard at it was Colpert.
Yeah, I think that was Daniel Motlop with some of his party trips. Just decided to keep it in with his foot and pretty cleverly did it to himself and then laid a really solid tackle on Colpert.
So there's plenty of pressure being applied at the moment in these early stages of this game. Tapped down there by Priest. Trying to work it forward. The Waratahs using their bigger bodies at the moment to just get it forward. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Good work there by Ward. Tapped out there by the Wanderers. Lovely little do-si-do work there, and it's to the likes of Warramabar. Campbell looks for Scrimjaw and a beautiful mark in his 150th, and well, let's see if we can go back and kick a goal.
Yeah, well done by Wanderers there. They pushed back hard from the contest or the stoppage from the boundary throw-in and created a 2-on-1, and then it went to 4-on-1 pretty quickly and managed to turn over and spot up Warramabar, who we found Scrimjaw about 45 metres out. He'll kick from about 52, I reckon, but has a pretty good long kick, and with the breeze behind him, he should make the distance okay. So
Scrimjaw in the centre square. He'll kick just in front of the 50-metre arc. Beautiful lace-out kick. It's long, it's high, and it's straight over the middle. And the Wanderers have got their first goal of the game. It's a 1-4-10 playing 3-3-21, and already that wind is helping along with the kicks.
Yeah, nice mark by Scrimjaw, who'd be happy to get one on his 150th milestone game, and we see Wanderers just edge closer, and they'll be really pleased to get that first goal, and I think it's game on it, I really do.
Let's hope it gets even tighter and tighter right throughout the match, and you can listen in wherever you are around the world on AFL at NTV. aflmt.com.au. Great to have your company this afternoon. Tap down there by Priest, over to Vassell. Vassell on the outer side, looking for Waramabar. Waramabar burns off the tackle, outside 50, lace out kick. Looking for Daniel Motlop, turns on a sixpence, leg maybe, keeps his feet again, do again and through for a goal. Wonderful work there by the Wanderers Football Club, and the crowd is alive with their second goal of the game.
And this is where they'll be really threatening Wanderers. Waratahs with the three tools up in their forward line want the ball in high, but Wanderers really just want to get in as quick as they can, because they've got players like Daniel Motlop, Shannon Motlop and even Aaron Motlop, the three Motlops down there who will probably even nearly prefer it along the ground, because when they gets to the ground there, we just saw then some really classy play by Daniel who was able to evade three players pretty easily and kick the running goal. So well done, Daniel Motlop and Wanderers.
He's looking fit as well, Daniel Motlop. Might be good for a one-year contract in AFL circles. We'll see what happens with that. As the ball is back in the middle.
Waratahs have dropped someone behind the footy now to try and close the play down. It looks like it's Kroger who will go back there for Waratahs.
So Priest taps it down. The Waratahs looking to get a quick kick away. That time there through Levi Konitsa. Moving it forward. Philo's there. Also is the number 21 in Sandery. Trying to force it forward. Shannon Motlop doing some gutsy work inside. Bergman tackled heavily there by Vassell. They still end up with the ball now, the Waratahs. Under pressure. That time there, McEwen gets back to his feet. They're using it well. Plenty of patience being used there by the Waratahs as May under pressure. Good tackle there by Aaron Motlop. Prendergast maybe high on Mosquito. Play goes on. Kroger's there as well. Taps it out. Mosquito went without it. Free kick.
The non-official umpire in the pocket has called a throw there to Waratahs. Wanderers with a free.
Motlop laces out. Gives it off to Daniel. Plenty of pace. Burns off O'Sullivan. And a lovely worm-burning kick. And geez, the Wanderers, they're back in this game. In fact, they've hit the lead. 3-4-22 to the Waratahs. 3-3-21. Three quick goals and wowee.
Just tried to overdo it a little bit there, Waratahs across the back line, McEwen and Kroger, but great credit to Wanderers who kept the pressure on and forced a turnover and won probably a bit of a dubious free kick. I'm not sure if the throw was there or not, Edo, but nonetheless, they've managed to get in quickly to Motlop one-on-one, and as we say, if they can keep doing that all day, he'll find the ball enough to probably kick a few goals.
Braco comes on and Scrimgeour comes off. Doing that quite well at the moment, those two, just rotating off the bench. As Priest taps it down, losing his footing in the middle. Looks like it was Motlop yet again. Head over the ball. Good tackle there by Brenton Motlop. Slung to the ground. That's why the free kick is going to be given, I think. And it will be taken by the number 21 in Mitchell Sandery. So Sandery gives it off to James Ray. Must take his kick in line with the mark. So James Ray might look for May, in fact, as he's all by himself. No, he switches play. Has to be precise with the kick, and he is so. So on the outer side, looks like Bergman's got it in front of Bates. So Bergman switches play yet again. Mosquito marks in front of Aaron Motlop. Kroger on the outer wing. Plenty of space as the Wanderers have flooded back, filling in the holes all over the place to stop the big full forwards of the Waratahs from getting any easy lace-out kicks, as May has the ball for the Waratahs. Favola leading to the pocket. He kicks it long instead, looking for Manson. Takes on three of them. Favola might end up with it at the moment. Hand passes out. Finds the target of the number 20 in Connolly. A high up and under kick. Ball hits the ground and it's through for a behind.
The press is working pretty well for Wanderers at the moment. They're pushing all their players behind the footy with only Prendergast and Daniel Motlop in their forward half of the ground.
So scores all tied up, 3-4 apiece. As the Shannon Motlop has the ball, he hand passes over the top to Thompson. Thompson under pressure from Vassell and a good smother and seen over the boundary line in front of the Waratahs interchange bench.
Yeah, Waratahs, I think Wanderers are doing well against Waratahs here. They've managed to clog up the whole forward line and there's really limited opportunities for Waratahs moving forward.
So James Ray hand passes over the top there to Sandery. High up and under kick. Looking for the target of Manson yet again. Drop mark maybe by Cruz, but he's been paid it anyway. So Cruz looking to kick it onto the outer side as the Wanderers slowly build up from the half-back flank. As we mentioned, they kicked 3 quick goals to start off this quarter, and they're right into contest as the 2 number 14s go battle in Smart and Prendergast. Gets it off to Vassell. Another high kick back to no avail, and Croker marks unmanned at centre half-back. So switches play. The big ruckman in Levi Konetsova taking on 3 players. Priest tackles him. Mosquito's there as well, getting through Bates and also Grant. Tough in and under work. Brenton Motlop gets it out to Bates. A quick kick away, and it's just scrubbed over the boundary line right in front of a healthy crowd here at Gardens.
Again, some good pressure by both teams there. Kroger's kick didn't quite find the target, and both teams were willing to go in hard to try and prize a 50-50 win for their team.
So ball thrown in. Konetsova and also Priest doing work with it at the moment. On the bottom of that pack is the likes of Branko. Diving in on the ball. Lincoln Withers is there as well with Brenton Motlop saying howdy do. Looking forward to having a beer with you guys after the game.
And Vassal's in there also for Wanderers. Seems to be a pretty good pickup, who's from
bodies.
SANFL club Sturt.
Big bodies, and it's good to see as well. Good strong bodies contesting in the NTFL this year. But there goes Mosquito in and under. Trying to get it out with Smart. Gets it off to Culpet. To Withers. Losing his footing there was at the number 6 in Philo. Good protection there from the likes of Ward. It was a good work inside the forward 50. Ducking his head was Mitchell Taylor. Under pressure at the moment. Hasn't had much of the ball. Into number 7 was Beau Runnels. He's around the pack as well at the moment. But 4-on-1, and you would think the ball will be thrown up here on centre wing.
Really clever work there by Brenton Bating, who socketed it off the ground a couple of times to his own advantage and then eventually to his teammates' advantage, but they couldn't quite get the clearance.
So trying to tap it forward to the ascendancy there is Withers. Motlop keeps it in. Uses his skill beautifully. Swings over to Branko. Branko, danger zone at the moment. Kenny Loggers would be happy with that one as the players are milling around the half-forward line for the Waratahs. Withers, lovely little kick, but pinched there by Brenton Batting. And they switch play, and off they go, the Wanderers. David Cruz is in ascendance. He kicks it further ahead to Warramabar. So Warramabar looking for some leads. Vassal's in the area. Swooping on the ball, using his body beautifully is Dave Cruz, but loses it in the end as the Waratahs kick to ascendancy on the half-back flank. Govers with the ball, chips it across, in trouble maybe Mosquito. Uses the ball well and he'll switch play. So on the outer wing, McEwen with the ball. Lovely lace-out kick to Favola.
Yeah, nice pass there and nice use of game by Waratahs, who just with a switch of play were able to find a little bit of space, and Favola made a wide but good lead leading into that pocket. Pretty tricky kick from that side, so we'll need a bit of luck to go his way as well.
So Brendan Favola looking for goal number 2 on a tight angle, but we've seen him in AFL circles kicking from here. Who could forget that goal against Adelaide a couple of years ago at Footy Park? A high up and under kick and just pushes it right across and out of bounds on the full. It's a little bit tricky down that end, just to be fair to the big Fevolenko today, with that wind coming across from Windle Beach. Bates with the ball with the shiny green boots. Geez, they look attractive. And Motlop sees it over there with the blue suede shoes.
Yeah, Bates, he had one of Wanderers' best in their premiership win last year in the grand final, but hasn't seen a lot today. Yeah, he was good game that day.
Love the boots though. Encapsulated by it. As players diving on the ball. Ball will be thrown up. Unassuming footballer, young Bates.
There's Waratahs again, just playing a couple of loose players, or one loose player at the moment, just trying to protect the breeze of this quarter.
Quick kick away in the Prendergast direction as Mosquito mops up. Good hassling there by Smart on Prendergast to force the turnover again, but then again it goes to Lincoln Withers. So Withers on centre wing in front of the grandstand here at Gardens Oval. in front of Paul Grant. Little chip kick. Finds the target. And the Waratahs setting things up beautifully through Govers. He gives it off. Finds Philo inside the 450. A worm-burning kick as the Waratahs loses traction. Trying to get it out right on the 50-metre arc at the moment. It will be thrown up yet again. That scoreline all tied up. Been quiet for a while now. 3-4-22 apiece between the Waratahs and the Wanderers. Roughly 9.5 minutes to go in this game. In this half, I should say. Tap down. Cabillo's there as well. Head over the ball. Putting some pressure on it. That's Shannon. They get it away. And the Wanderers along the wing. Daniel Motlop and O'Sullivan doing some good work there for the Waratahs to see it over the boundary line. Looking to come on as Bates takes a rest and Company comes on.
A lot of stoppages here at the moment for both teams, and be interesting to see and get this next goal and get a bit of ascendancy, because at the moment it really is played in the clutches.
Colbert to May, smothered kick there as Motlop doing some fancy footwork there. Looks like he's been out and about doing some dance moves over the last couple of days since he's been up here, but just trying to throw a couple of the Waratahs players off with his fancy footwork. As the ball is thrown in. Tap down that time there by Unipingu, trying to throw his weight around as Scrimjaw and Mosquito. What a battle that is. Prendergast comes out and meets it, slips on the cricket pitch. Culpet's there as well. Using his body beautifully there is Vassal. A high up and under kick. Scrimjaw's there. Watch for him to crumb. But it's bouncing through. Scrimjaw and also O'Sullivan's there. Scrimjaw loses his footing but puts enough pressure on the kick and it's seen over the boundary line. Looking for Deliberate.
Oh, and he's paid it.
And he has paid Deliberate.
It's probably a fair call, but it's really tough on Davey O'Sullivan, who really had no other option but to kick down the wing, and I thought he probably done enough to get away with that one. But Daniel Motlop will have the shot, and
So what's going on here? He's gone over the mark. Umpire says played on. And because Daniel walked back over the boundary line, it will be bounced up. So indecision there. Not happy with what's going on. Konetsova gets it off to Withers. Trying to keep it in there are the Waratahs, and well, that was just a bungle by everyone, you would think.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure what the last call must have been there, Edo, because if it was a boundary throw, the boundary umpire would have thrown it in. So I'm not sure what the call was. Maybe there was a touch ball or something called. So anyhow, we'll continue on.
So as the ball is thrown in, Shannon Motlop around this one. Also Heath Culpet. Daniel Motlop's there as well. Oh, goes hard. And maybe, just maybe, might be cited on that one. Head got collected. He will be cited. Apologies are made there to Govers. But they'll be making an appointment later in the week, Kev.
Yes, Daniel Motlop in the book for what seemed to be a high tackle. He went low in with his hip and managed to clip the Waratahs players there on his way through. So, we know we can't do that here, and hopefully for Daniel Motlop's sake there was no contact made, and he's hoping.
well, yeah, looking at Govers and the way that he got up, we'll see from this kick which way it goes, but yeah, the umpires put him down in the book for that one. So Scrimshaw marking it in his 150th as Govers a little stab kick. Culpet makes it easy for him.
Govers seems to be okay as well, which sometimes goes in the players' benefit.
So a good mark taken there by Shannon Motlop as they switch play. Looking for Vassal, who's been influential already in this game. Switches play. Prendergast, heavily marked there by Smart. Bergman there along with Brenton Batting. He gets it out. Players slipping and sliding all over the place. Even though it's beautiful conditions here at Gardens today, as Bergman ends up with the ball. A long penetrating kick. And Cruz just misjudges it. And a fine mark taken there by the number 21 in Sandery as he chips it over and finds Fev. So Brendan Favola looking to line up for goal number 2 this afternoon. His second shot went haywire and missed everything, and he's in the same position again.
Yeah, he did well. He just lost Thompson there on the lead. He doubled back and went out to the wide wing, and he'll be hoping to amend that last kick and on a second kick try to kick through.
So there hasn't been a score for nearly 10 minutes. 3-4-22 apiece. Can it be changed? And it's through for a behind. So the Waratahs take the lead. 3-5-23 to 3-4-22. Roughly 5 minutes to go in this second quarter. So as the Wanderers look to kick it in, it's turning into a tight and tough contest as Mitchell Taylor unloads an absolute beast of a torpedo. Daniel Motlop loses his footing, nearly takes the mark anyway. Good work there by Nook Mansell as he moves it forward. Trying to get the mark there is Brenton Motlop, but good work there by the Waratahs who stifled that forward attack.
Yeah, Kroger it was. He's been playing well across half-back, just stopped the play again, and he went off to Jake Smart out wide.
So Smart to May. May along the outer wing, right in front of the Botanical Gardens, just dropping a mark there. Nice little toe poke there to Scrimjaw. Scrimjaw looking for Priest. But good work there by Konitsva to really hold things up. Motlop chips it over the top, finds Vassal, should kick it from here. Up and under kick, didn't really go for goal in the end. But good work there by Motlop, but just probably had more time than he thought.
Yeah, Vassal, I would have thought he should have had his time again. He would have gone for goal, but I think he tried to spot his player and the kick just come off the side of his boot a bit. But Waratahs away again now.
McEwen. Good chip off there by the likes of David Cruz. Just waiting for the ball to come to him. There was Philo. And it will be thrown in as Daniel Motlop looks like he's breathing in the big ones at the moment.
Moved onto the ball now to try and give him a little bit more drive.
Good work by Priest to tap it down. Plenty of bodies going in this one. Little cheeky one there by Daniel. Nearly kicking in danger to his brother and Shannon as they use the ball well. Scrimjaw tapping it forward. They're doing a tunnel ball style. A high up and under kick from Priest, but no one there but Timmy Mosquito. Marks in front of Company. They switch play to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan marks in front of Vassal. Over to Kroger. Switches it inboard to Culpet. Culpet under pressure there by Mansell. And a good strong mark there on the outer side. Lovely kick inside the forward 50. They play on quickly. Smothered was James Ray's kick there. Good work by Brenton Batting. Trying to work it forward. A couple of big forwards there. And who marks this one but Manson? Or Mason.
Yeah, it is Manson.
It is Manson.
And yeah, another good mark. And it hasn't really been cited since he kicked the first goal of the game, Manson. But a nice kick there by James Ray, who could have probably gone for goal, but did the team thing and put it to the top of the square where Manson was waiting and took a nice mark.
So all tied up yet again, 3-5-23 apiece as Manson looks to come in, and he might have missed this as well. No, straight through. So first goal down at the Mindle Beach end for this quarter for the Waratahs Footy Club. They go to 4-5-29 to 3-5-23. And, well, it's been tight and tough in this second quarter. A little bit different from the free-flowing aspect over the first quarter and a bit.
Yeah, there's been quite a lot of clearances and there's been some really tough at it footy and played in different styles. Wanderers are trying to get the ball in pretty quick and have a relatively open forward line, although Waratahs do have the loose man back there. They're really only playing a four-man forward line, where Waratahs players seem to be clumped around half forward and leaving Waylon Manson or sometimes Favola in the goal square. Just seem to have a harder time getting it to them guys in the deep forward line.
So Culpet trying to get it forward to Bergman, taken without it. He'll take the free kick on the half-back flank. Looks to switch play, finds Kroger. So Kroger along the grandstand wing. Laces our kick and a beautiful fine mark there by the number 21 of Mitchell Sandery. And a lovely kick again. Finds the target in Manson. Manson looks to play on quickly. And he does so and it's through the goals. Beautiful goal there and beautiful work there by the Waratahs.
Yeah, that's much better by Waratahs. Able to get the ball in with a good kick there from Waratahs in was Sandry. So he played on quickly and forwards really do like that. And Waylon Manson was the beneficiary again, who made a good lead up the middle and kicked his third goal. It's
a bit like wet season, isn't it? When it rains, it pours goals, and that's what's happening at the moment.
It is. There's only 43 seconds left, so Wanderers will be trying to get a quick reply here.
So Bates with the beautiful green boots, trying to move it forward. I'd like to get a quick one as Bates swooping on the ball yet again. He'll get there first. Under pressure, diving hard on the ball was the Waratahs player into number 28 in Nicholas. No, I should say it isn't Nicholas, it's Cooper.
They've got a few loose players here, Waratahs, if they can get a free kick.
In the middle of the ground, Grant held up there by Collyhole. And here come the Wanderers. Still got time, about a minute on the clock. And a good mark nearly there by the Wanderers by, looked like Brenton Motlop. So they move it forward again. Priest, the beautiful high mark. So they've got 50 seconds to move it forward. Another torpedo. They love this, the Wanderers. As they move it forward, plenty of time. Shannon Motlop misjudges the kick, but Aaron's there and will mark and should take a kick after the siren.
Give Shannon the benefit of the doubt there. I've got a feeling I think he pulled the kick at the last minute to because he saw Aaron going into the goal square. So I'll say well done to Shannon Motlop, and probably could have been paid the mark out here on the boundary line a second ago as well. He had a great effort to try and capture it. So well done to Wanderers, who will be need this goal to get back at Waratahs.
Well, that's the best judged floating kick I've ever seen in my life, if that's happening.
Give me the benefit of the doubt. He pulled the kick.
I like it. It's gone through the middle, and Aaron Motlop gets another one on the board there for the Wanderers. So it's 5-5, 35. Or 5-5. Oh, the scoreboard's all over the place at the moment. It should be 6-5, 35 to 4-5, 29.
Very little time. I'm sure there won't be too much more play in this quarter.
As the ball is back in the middle. So the Waratahs with a goal lead over the Wanderers. Ball thrown up. Not long to go, you would think, as a quick kick out there by James Ray. Pushing it forward. Geez, they might get another one as Bates swoops on it and gets the kick away. So it is the Waratahs by 1 goal at halftime. 6-5, 35 to the Waratahs, 4-5, 29. It's been exciting so far. We hope you can join us for the second half. It's all coming live to you on AFL NTV on aflnt.com.au.
One thing we might try and do, is that on?